Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Just a quick thing before I get going. I know it kind of sounds like and looks like I'm crying right now. I promise I'm not. I'm just getting over a cold, so my voice is just kind of wavy right now. And then while I was applying my lashes, something got in my eye, so now they won't stop watering. So the whole combination of the two just sounds like I'm crying, which I mean I usually am most of the time, but only on the inside. Anyways, for today's video, I am going to be doing a first impressions of the Too Faced Just Peachy collection. I don't have the whole thing, but I do have the foundation, the setting powder, and what I was most excited for is the eyeshadow palette. It is like every color that I could possibly wish to have in a palette assembled into one palette. Also, it smells absolutely incredible. But yeah, anyways, getting into this video, the look that I did, I made up on the spot just as I was going because I wanted it to be a very authentic first impression so you guys can see how everything works just at the same time as I get to see how everything works. So yeah, what you see is what ended up happening. I hope you guys enjoy the video, so let's get into it. Alright, so to start things off, I'm going to prime my face with my Too Faced Hangover primer. I already have my brows on, as you guys can see. It's because I was wearing makeup earlier and I was just feeling them, so I left them on. But I'm going to do the rest of my makeup from scratch for you guys. But yeah, I'm just going to grab some of that and apply that all over. My skin has been breaking out so badly recently, so apologize for my grossness. I read online that cutting dairy out of your diet for like even just like a short period of time can really help, so I'm giving that a go. I'm gonna try like 2 weeks dairy free. I already had a milkshake yesterday, so we're off to a great start. Because I am doing kind of a review and first impressions of some of the new Too Faced Peach Perfect products, I figured I'd try and kind of keep the rest of it all Too Faced. There's a couple items that I just don't have from Too Faced, but I do have like a decent amount of it, so let's keep going from there. So next I'm gonna just grab my Smashbox color correcting stick, the peach one, just for under my eyes. And then I'm going to grab my Maybelline Cover Stick Corrector Concealer. This thing's worn out like crazy, but just a little bit of green. I don't usually color correct because I find that it shows up really strongly on my skin. But just because I am so red right now, we're just gonna... Okay, now for the fun part. So I just, like literally just a couple hours ago, bought the Peach Perfect Comfort Matte Foundation. It is a medium coverage, transfer resistant matte foundation. I got the shade Snow. This is the same shade as I had in their Born This Way foundation, so figured, and it just kind of matched mostly. So this is the box, super cute. And it comes in kind of the same sort of tube as the Hangover primer comes in, but it's just so pretty and I love the peaches. Alright, so we're gonna give this a go. I'm gonna apply this with my Morphe E44 buffer brush. I don't know how much I need, so we're gonna leave it at that for now. Okay, so right off the bat, I'm really liking how this looks. I mean, not this, I don't like how this looks, but the foundation itself, it has a really smooth finish to it, and it's matte, but it's not like too matte so that it looks like gross and flaky, you know? But yeah, just a really even, it blends out really nicely, not streaky or anything. I think I actually probably would apply it with a beauty blender, just because it's a little bit of a more liquidy consistency, but maybe I'll give that a go next time. Okay, so from what I can see, this foundation is actually, like, it's a medium coverage, but it's really buildable, and a little bit goes a long way. Like, I didn't use very much at all, and I have no concealer on, and it covered up everything like quite well. I really like the finish of it. Yeah, it's like a nice smooth matte, not too dry, not super oily, and just went on really smooth, and I like the shade. So far, it's all a big thumbs up. I am still just going to grab a little bit of concealer just for some main problem areas. I'm going to grab my Tarte Maracuja Clay Concealer. This one that I've had for so long, it's completely worn out. And there's only a tiny bit left, but it still works, so we're going to use it. And this one, because it is such a thick consistency, I always find that it works better to just apply with your fingers. I don't use it for under eye concealer. I find it a little bit heavy for that, but I love it for spot concealing. Alright, so next I'm just going to grab my Tarte Shape Tape Concealer for my under eyes. I use the shade Fair. I do have one shade darker as well, Fair Neutral. They both work. And I'm just going to buff that out again using my Morphe E44 brush. Okay, so after I've got that all blended out, I'm going to grab my Smashbox 24-Hour Photo Finish Shadow Primer and apply that to my eyelids. Okay, and then I'm just going to set my face. We're getting into another Peach Perfect product. This is their mattifying loose setting powder infused with peach and sweet fig cream. I've had this one a little bit longer than I've had the palette and the foundation, so I've had a chance to play with it a little bit. I do find it is a tiny bit on the orange side for my skin tone. For someone with a darker skin tone, I think it would be absolutely perfect. It would be really nice and like brightening. But for myself, I do find it a little bit dark, so I have been mixing it with my RCMA setting powder just to give it a little bit of a lighter finish on me. And then I'm just going to take my Morphe 438 powder brush and use that for under my eyes. And then for the rest of my face, I'm just going to use this big powder brush from Glow. As I said, this foundation is quite matte on its own, so it doesn't really need to be set that much. I'm not doing this for like the mattifying effect, I'm just doing it for like the setting effect, like to keep it in place. But I just got a bunch in my mouth, and I don't know if this is a good thing to add to the review, but it tastes really good. It's really sweet. Okay, so I've got the powder all done. Again, I have nothing but good things to say about this powder. It doesn't leave you looking too powdery. It's just a really nice kind of satin finish, but it does still set your face really, really well. Like your makeup's not going to go anywhere. So yeah, another thumbs up from me. Next, I'm going to grab my Too Faced Milk Chocolate Soleil Bronzer and this kind of flat spooky brush from Eco Tools. I literally have the tiniest amount of this left. Do I see this? But I refuse to get rid of it. I have another one sitting in my drawer waiting to be used, but I'm going to finish this one. Alright, so I've got the bronzer all done. This finish of this foundation with this powder is so nice. I don't know if the camera's picking it up, but it's just so smooth and like, whew, I love it. I love it. Next, sticking with the kind of peachy theme, I'm going to grab my Too Faced Love Flush blush in the shade Love Hangover. And this little Luxie 514 blush brush, and apply that. Okay, so now would normally be the time that I would do my brows, but they're already done. I might go back in and just kind of touch up the edges of them a little bit afterwards. But for the time being, we're going to move into some eyeshadow. I'm so excited for this palette. It is basically everything that I could possibly hope for in a palette. Like, I love, love, love those warm tones, and especially the matte shades. Like, there are so many palettes I find that have these sort of colors that come in the Just Peachy palette, but they all have shimmers, and I just want some nice warm oranges and kind of rosy colors in matte, and that's what this palette has. So here it is, another super cute little box. This is the Just Peachy Mattes Velvet Matte Eyeshadow Palette, again infused with peach and sweet fig cream. That's a mouthful. But oh, look at it, it's so cute. Oh my goodness. And it comes with the little how-to glamour guide. They always come with these, right? Like they give you like 3 little kind of basic looks to do. We're gonna scrap that. But let's look at it. Oh, it's so nice. It smells amazing too. It has a big mirror on it. But there it is. You can see those. So pretty. I'm immediately drawn to Peach Punch. That is totally a shade for me. But oh my goodness, I'm so excited to use this. Okay. I didn't plan by any means like what I'm doing with this, so we're just gonna go for it. I'm gonna grab my Morphe E22 eyeshadow brush and take this sort of a mix of the 2 kind of neutral shades in the palette. It's Peach Meringue and Peach Butter, so that's those 2 right there. And I'm going to use that as a wash on my eyelid. Ooh, it's really pigmented. So from what I can tell, this palette has some serious pigment. I didn't really have to touch very hard at all, and I got a good amount of product and a nice smooth finish. I'll zoom you in a little bit for the next part. Okay, so first thing I'm going to do is, I think I'm going to grab this kind of light pink shade. This one is called Just Peachy, and I'm going to use that as a transition shade. I literally have no idea what I'm doing with this look, so bear with me. Ooh, yes. Okay, so I just kind of built that color up in through the crease of the eye and dragged it up towards the brow bone a little bit. It blends out super nicely, like perfect pigmentation. We don't have like pigment and powder flying everywhere when you touch it, but it also actually comes off too. I'm loving it so far. Zoom you back in. Okay, so for the next shade, I'm going to grab Peach Punch, which is this kind of bright orange shade right here. And I'm going to put that in sort of the same spot that I put the transition shade, focusing it a little bit more on the outer corner though. So to darken up the crease a little bit, I'm going to grab a mix of Peach Cobbler, which is here, and Freshly Picked, or Fresh Picked, which is this one here. I'm going to pick up a little bit of Fresh Picked on its own and drag that towards the inner corner where my brow meets my nose to get a little bit of contour there. Next, I'm going to switch to my Morphe E18 brush. It's just this little fine tipped one here. And I'm going to pick up a little bit of Peach Sangria, this kind of shimmery purpley shade. And I'm going to work that into the outer corner. And I've decided that this is going to be a cut crease, so don't worry about it being a little bit messy across the lid there. You can clean that up afterwards. Okay, so I changed my mind and we're actually going to drag the color a little bit further across the eyelid, and then I don't think I'm going to do a cut crease. I think I'm just going to blend sort of a lighter color from the inner corner of the lid outwards and blend that in with the Peach Sangria, the kind of purple color. So yeah, I'm just going to work this kind of halfway across the eyelid almost. Alright, so then for the inner lid, I'm going to grab my, what is this? Koko Professional Shader Brush. It's this just kind of flat little powder eyeshadow brush. And I'm going to take a mix of Peach Meringue, Peach Butter, and Peaches and Cream, which are all these 3 light shades right here. I'm going to just put that on the inner lid. And then using the same brush, I'm going to go back and grab a little bit more of the Peach Punch shade and put that sort of just where the purple meets the kind of nude color. And then switching back one more time to the E18 brush, the smaller one, I'm going to grab some more of the Peach Sangria as well as a little bit of Just Ripe and a peach Tarte to darken up the outer corner again. And then I'm just going to switch back to the E22 brush and just give that a nice blend just to get back that good transition from the darker shades up into the brow bone. Alright, looking good. Alright, so I've got that all done. I do have a bit of shadow underneath. It's not necessarily just like, it's not fallout, but it's just from blending. That I will go in and clean up afterwards. I'm just going to do my eyeliner first using my NYX matte liquid liner in black. I'm just going to do a quick wing, and then I'm actually going to go back in with some eyeshadow and do a little bit of that kind of purpley color on the lower lash line, and then we're good to go. Move on from there. Alright, so I've got my eyeliner on. I cleaned up underneath a little bit with some concealer, and I also just touched up my brows off camera using my Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Brow in Ebony, as well as my wunderbrow in wunderbrow brow gel in black brown. This one here. It's great combination. You should try it. So next I'm just gonna go back and grab the Just Peachy Mattes palette again, and I'm just going to take a little bit of Peach Sangria and Peach, so Peach Sangria and Peach Punch, and just put that just in my lash line, just to add a little bit of color in there. I'm going to be using my Luxie 221 flat definer brush for that. Alright, so with that lower liner, the eyeshadow in place, I'm going to take my Makeup Forever Aqua XL eye pencil in black and just join up my winged liner to the eyeshadow that I've got on the lower lash line. I'm just going to kind of do about halfway across my eye with the black, and then using the same Luxie 221 flat definer brush, I'm just going to blend the black into the colors. So next I'm just going to go ahead and curl my lashes and apply some mascara. I'm going to be using my Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara. Alright, so I've got my mascara on. All we have left is some highlighter, some falsies, and some lipstick. So for my lipstick, I'm going to be using my Too Faced Melted Matte Lipstick in the shade Queen Bee. Before I do that, I'm just going to grab my Wonder 2 Cosmetics Wonder Kiss To Go Lip Plumper and apply that, and I'm just going to leave that on while I do my lashes and my highlighter. So for my lashes, I'm going to be wearing my Koko lashes in the style Queen Bee. I'm just going to apply those and I will be right back. Alright, so I'm back. I've got my lashes on. This eye looks all weird. I got something in it while I was trying to apply my lashes, and now it's like won't stop watering and it is ruining my makeup, so we're going to try and get the rest of this done really fast before I have makeup all over my face. I mean, I already do, but you know. Yeah. So next I'm going to grab my lipstick and apply that. First I'm just going to wipe off the lip plumper that I applied earlier, just because I like a clean base to work on. And I'm just going to grab this nude liner. It is from Rimmel London. It is in the shade 30 Natural of their Exaggerate full color lip liners. Just line my lips with that first. I just broke the whole thing off. Alright, after that I'm going to grab my Melted Matte in Queen Bee, like I said before. So this is kind of a purpley nude color. I just like that it brings out the purple in the eyeshadow a little bit more, so. And I'm just going to grab my NYX Lip Lingerie in the shade Satin Ribbon just to soften up the purple just a little bit. I'm just going to put it on my finger and dab it on. Okay, so I was about to spray my face with setting spray, and I realized that I didn't even contour my face. So I'm just going to do that super quick. I'm going to be using my Too Faced Koko Contour Chiseled to Perfection Face Contouring and Highlighting Kit. And I'm going to be using my Morphe M104 brush to do that. So we're just going to do a little speed one. Alright, so with my little speed contouring done, I'm going to go ahead and set my face using my MAC Prep and Prime Fix Plus spray. Just dry that a little bit. And then I'm going to highlight using the highlighters from the Too Faced, I believe it was the 2015, the Christmas in Paris collection. This is from like the big palette that came with it. And I'm going to grab my Luxie 522 tapered highlighter brush, and I'm going to grab the shade, I've got this, there's this one called Satin Sheets and this one called Flesh. I'm going to take a combination of the two for my highlighter. And I'm just going to take a little bit on this kind of flat eyeshadow brush from Glow and just pop that in the inner corner of my eye as well. And I'm going to use the same brush and just put a little bit on my brow bone. Alright, so that pretty much concludes this look. I am absolutely thrilled with the Just Peachy collection. Love the foundation, love the powder, loved the palette. Yeah, I have nothing negative to say about it at this point except for my stupid eye that won't stop watering. But yeah, this is the look. Alright guys, so that is it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you guys go and try these products yourself. Let me know what you think of them. I absolutely love them. And then also leave a comment below telling me if you guys want to see any other first impressions videos, or if you guys want to see me do another look with this palette. I would absolutely love to, because these are great colors and I could work with them forever. But yeah, that pretty much wraps it up. So I hope you guys, again, enjoyed the video. Don't forget to leave it a big thumbs up, and do not forget to subscribe to my channel. I love you guys, and I will see you in my next video. Mwah. I just shoved my brush in my mouth. Style Venus, or no wait. I just think, I don't know, I like that it just brings out a little bit. I'm just gonna grab my NYX Lip Lingerie in the shade Satin Red. So, hi guys. What?